Hello, you are listening to OmniTalk's Retail Fast 5, brought to you in partnership with the A&M Consumer and Retail Group, Firework, SPS Commerce, and Sezzle. All right, let's move on to headline number 3, Chris. Poshmark has added visual search functionality to its app. Love this story. According to Retail Dive, Poshmark released Posh Lens, a tool that lets shoppers use photos to search for secondhand items. Users can upload or take a picture of any item they want and look through available listings of their desired item or a similar product. The tool is available for women's apparel, men's clothing, shoes, and bags. The tool uses artificial intelligence and visual search technology from Naver, a South Korean firm that acquired Poshmark earlier this year to conduct the image searches. Chris, I can go through all kinds of reasons why I love this, but what convinced you that this is something that we should have on the show?
And I'm going to let you actually have the floor on this for the most part, but I'm going to, in honor of Posh Lens, I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep my comments as Posh Chris. I've got my grocery shop mug out. I've got my pinky out. Posh Chris, trying to do a Posh Chris voice. Yeah, right. I know. Yes.
Posh Chris voice is very different from regular Chris voice.
And I love this story because historically, as we've talked about on the show, it's a much more efficient way to search than using words or pictures, because pictures literally say 1,000 words, which humans can't, right? That's the point of this. So, but your angle, I think, is particularly interesting. My Posh Chris rendition is dying on the vine as I try to do it. And particularly in terms of what it means for resale. So like I said, let's have you save the audience from my terrible Posh Chris impression.
Yeah, I think you need visuals on that one. So for everybody,
yeah, because it's also a podcast.
Yes,
right?
I don't know if you could hear the pinky up in Chris's Posh Chris voice, but just check in, direct message us if you want that visual sent directly to your inbox.
Or watch our new video styling on YouTube, which is also important to know. We did it. We invested in some new video styling with kind of PTI-ish, right, Ann?
Yes, absolutely. Okay, well, this is the reason that I love this. It's super simple to use. This works for those of you listening who are familiar with the Amazon search function. This works just like that little camera to the right, except this is, in your Poshmark search field. It's a little magnifying glass to the right of your search field. You click on it. Yesterday, obviously, Chris, I was wearing my Nike Daybreak Light Bone tennis shoes to go to the Bon Iver concert.
You wore light bone shoes to go to the Bon Iver concert?
I obviously did. I had to be on brand. But the cool thing was, like, I was trying this as we were driving up here, and it's fascinating. Like, that one pair of shoes came up in 1,000 different search, like the search function brought up all of those shoes. Every single title had a different name in it. Some weren't even saying the name of the shoe. Some said Light Bone, and it was Light Bone sneaker. Like, nobody in their right mind is going to search for a Nike sneaker by typing in the words Light Bone. Only you and I know that. But
nobody should be typing that into a search bar.
No one should. I do not recommend typing Light Bone into any search function. But no, I think the key point is here. It's just like you said, retailers can't even get consistent product details across their own product detail pages.
Right.
So how are you expecting that Carla or Katie, who's listing their product on Poshmark, is going to use the right search terms that are going to have their product found and discovered? It's not going to happen.
Dead right.
So this unlocks so much more possibility for the seller and the shopper to be able to search and find the item that they're looking for in a swath of results that are much better tuned to exactly the product that they want. It means higher volume for Poshmark. I think that this is really going to start to unlock a lot of power, especially in the secondhand market. And I also wonder, one more thing, if this could help spot counterfeiters more easily too. Like, when you think about people who are stealing product, like the Lululemon product, for example, and they're putting product up on this website. As Lululemon, can I now use this tool to see who's selling products on the the secondhand market? Like, I think there's a lot of possibility now that you have AI and the tools with visual search to track things down at a speed that no human is capable of doing. So
that's really interesting. And with the add-on take again, nice. Yeah, like could you use visual AI to give you like a sense of like the stitching or the quality of the embroidery, to understand the logo placement is in the right spot, like that kind of stuff, like all the stuff that you notice when you're like looking at those guys try to sell those things on, on a blanket on a street corner in New York City or Barcelona, as we frequented or we saw this summer. So yeah, that's a great point. Yeah. Your point about the average person who's selling things on Poshmark, not knowing the ins and outs of e-commerce and how their products are probably found is so dead on. So yeah, it makes me think really great move as we've said, and we've long been a proponent of this. This is actually the first technology demo we ever shot as a video for OmniTalk inside of a Starbucks, right? Using visual search to show how you could buy a Starbucks coffee bag on Amazon. It was pretty cool. So, all right, Ann. Well, before we get to headline number 4, this is also the part of the podcast we're going to tell you about another exciting conference we are planning to attend. And we are talking about the Manifest Conference in Las Vegas, which is happening in the first week of February. Manifest just announced 150 speakers are now confirmed to take the stage. You can see the full list and save $200 on the price to attend by visiting manifestvegas.com/OmniTalk. Manifestvegas let me say that again, and manifestvegas.com/OmniTalk. I got so excited to say, man, it's so cool to see all these trade shows putting OmniTalk at the end of their URLs just for us. I mean, it shows you how far we've come, man. Hurry, prices increase August 4th too. So you're going to want to get on that. That is a great show. It is definitely one of my favorite shows. And it is actually at this point now, the top logistics show on our list to attend each and every year. Wouldn't you say, Ann?
Yes, absolutely. And there's really great flight deals right now to Vegas. So take advantage, get your Manifest ticket, get your cheap. Yeah, it was like 7,000 Sky Miles round trip on Delta to get to Vegas. Crazy, isn't it? So book your tickets now.
Wow,
what are you
that's
waiting
huge.
for?
I didn't know there were cheap flights anywhere right now. God, it seems like that's costing an arm and a leg basically every week.